Okay. I would appreciate that. You are a very smart man. Please do what you're asked to do before we are actually committed to take them from you and confiscate you. If that's what you want, because I find you being, for the record, extraordinarily uncooperative, hence the why I have the City of Melbourne down here. Okay, you've been uncooperative from the very outset. In relation to the homeless, are you aware of the Salvation Army outreach program?
Are they the ones that get them housing, or are you talking about Salvation?
They do everything: welfare, agency, food.
They kind of do. It'd be nice if they were here, like helping the homeless people get housing.
Maybe they.
I know they're currently shut, which is why we have a lot.
No, they're not. They're 24/7, sir. Yeah. All right. You have been directed by the City of Melbourne to remove your furniture.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll call for more units and we'll just take them down without your permission.
Okay. One thing with Salvos though, we hand out
I'm not here to hear what your opinion is of the Salvation Army.
But we hand out like 200 meals. There'd be 200 people without meals. Is that not an issue?
A video has been shared by the Community Union Defence League, a Marxist, communist-style organisation that also does community outreach and welfare. And it's a video of them being shut down by Victoria Police for having a food stall in Melbourne City where they're feeding the homeless and needy during this global pandemic. And there's a bit of an interaction between the police officer and there's interaction with the local council members, and there's lots of interesting things in this video, but it really goes to show you how far things have gotten in Melbourne in terms of the disconnect between the public and people in authority, particularly for an organisation that's providing meals for the needy and the homeless. But before I get to that, actually, if you guys haven't seen, there's this video that's circulating around the world of a park in Victoria, in another local government area, being shut down by the local government with the help of the police and some construction or some sort of vehicle putting up these kind of boulders in the way of the skate park. And here's this video first, so just to get a glimpse of what's happening in Victoria.
As children watched, stunned, and police stood guard, lockdown rules were reinforced with a concrete barrier. And although skate parks are still closed...
What a stupid decision. Kids can't go to school and now they're being blocked from riding their bikes. Let kids get out, let them have some fresh air. Someone stop this stupid decision.
Crazy stuff, right? But if there's one encouraging thing from that, it's the actual kids just there holding their bikes up and cheering and just laughing at authority. Maybe there's some hope left for Australia after all. But back to the communist kitchen where they're serving up food for the homeless and needy. It's interesting hearing the police officer tell this person that she's speaking to that because of a pandemic they shouldn't be out here. And this guy gives a really interesting answer saying, well, that's the exact reason that we're out here. Obviously to look after people who might be forgotten during these times. And having failed to convince these people to shut this down, they've got some bloke from the council in to explain to them how permits work.
So the appropriate permit being registered?
Oh, to the best of my knowledge, yes.
Have you got details or confirmation of that? If you don't, unfortunately I'm going to have to ask you to move on.
In my email, it was a long time ago. We've been here every week for like 2 years.
Okay. And I understand that unfortunately though there's a pandemic.
That's why we're allowed to be here though, because it's not very good to orders.
Hey!
Maybe not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You're welcome.
See ya.
It's just if I'm not satisfied you're meant to be here, i.e. showing me
We are.
permits, I'd like to see permits, that's all.
What permits?
No. Registration from the City of Melbourne that you're permitted to have this marquee on the sidewalk today.
I don't believe we need it. Like under the building code, it's less than 120 square meters. I have spoken to the City Council, they've come multiple times. You can hold them down again and we can talk. Like, to the best of my knowledge, it's fine.
So what I'm here to do today is ask you if you can actually remove the marquees and the tables from the area. So you're not actually doing anything like selling anything, is my understanding. So you're not here to sell anything today, you're just passing out information.
Yeah, it's in the community.
Yep.
Yeah, I've heard this thing before.
Okay. Yep.
Like, there's quite a few people. Usually we hand out like 200 meals. We did hand out most of it already. Then like just getting close to like back up. Obviously we've been doing this for a long time, like going on 2 years. There's a lot of organisations that do this.
There are. We understand there are.
Yeah.
But under the actual activities local law, you actually not, unless you're in accordance with a permit. So unless you can provide me with a permit today, I can't actually allow you to keep the marquees up. And obviously the tables on the street. So you need to have a permit to do so. So what I need to do is I need to ask you if you could remove those.
So are you part of the council? Like, can't you do that?
No,
like,
I'm enforcement, obviously.
And you don't want us.
There's different departments, and you have to go through the right department.
So, can you use any discretion?
Sorry? Can't use discretion. No, it's unfortunately that's what you've got there. I'm not considering that to be furniture on the street. That's not the intention of what that is.
So we should keep the food on the floor?
Sorry?
So if we put the food on the floor, it's okay?
The food itself?
Yeah.
Well, I'd be concerned about the health side of that.
So would we.
Personally.
That's why we have tables.
So I can't talk about that, but you need to speak to health about that.
Because I understand.
I'm not going to get into that. Sorry. So I'm not going to get into council. Yeah, sorry, Lachlan. I'm going to cut you short. I'm not going to get into the side of that. Lachlan, I'm just going to let you know that I'm not going to get involved in any of the political side of things from council's perspective. You need to raise that with council.
They can't have these tables and marquees set up because of council rules. Now, this group says that they've been doing this for a while and it's never really been an issue. But of course, now that it's a global pandemic, all these things can become an issue when the police and these groups choose not to use their discretion anymore. And, you know, there's one funny exchange that you would have seen in that video where he's like, oh, look, can I put the food on the floor and serve people instead if we can't have these things here? And then the council bloke says, oh, there might be some, you know, food safety issues then. So, you know, look at all these barriers that are being put in place where the community is trying to come together and help people. And you have these, funnily enough, ironically, for a group that's, you know, meant to be aspiring Marxists or communists, or that's their political ideology, they're coming face to face with actual central planners and actual, you know, state police that are working at the behest of the government. Maybe this is what that kind of world is like. I don't know. I don't want to make too many political jokes here because these are groups that I wouldn't normally be politically aligned with. But, you know, what they're doing essentially is something that we can all get behind and all support. And that is helping people in this town, helping people in this city who are suffering possibly the most in the sense of, you know, they've been forgotten. And I'm not just saying this, there's lots of reports of this coming through in the media as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. The full link to the video from the communists are attached. See you all next time.